My name is Mario. I'm one of the resident scientists here at the Mind Museum. We call ourselves the Mind Universe. And with me is...
Hello, I'm Diane in Science Connected.
So we're gonna have a science demo or science studio for this afternoon. We're gonna be doing a couple of experiments, and we're gonna learn about how storms or typhoons are formed and why every year we see worse and worse typhoons and storms, especially dito sa atin, here in our country. Every year, bakit parang lumalala yung mga bagyo, it gets worse. So we'll be talking a little bit about climate change, or right now we're actually calling it the climate crisis, because it is a crisis right now, right? The world is getting hotter, it's heating up, and that could cause a lot of bad things for us, especially for humans. So let's start. So first, we have to know how storms or how typhoons are made. What are typhoons made of in the first place? Can anyone or do any of you know? Does anyone know what typhoons are made of? Yung mga bagyo, saan sila gawa? Yes, they are made of? What is it? Water, yes. They are made up of tiny droplets of water, right? What do we call those tiny droplets of water in the sky?
Rain.
Sorry? Water vapor? Well, water vapor is not liquid water, it's gas, right? It's like water in its gas form or gaseous form. But when water vapor goes up in the sky, it turns back to the atmosphere. It can turn into a storm or a typhoon. And how is that happening? We're gonna demonstrate that right here. We're gonna be forming a low pressure area with this setup later on, and then we'll discuss how that can produce a typhoon or a bagyo. It's very important to remember when we have a low pressure area in the atmosphere or in the environment, that means that the air in that area is moving very fast, alright? If there is fast-moving air, we create low pressure area. And when there's a low pressure area, low pressures, they pull. Very important to remember, low pressure pulls things towards it, right? It pulls things towards it. That's why when you ride the train, usually you see like a red line or a yellow line before the tracks that says you cannot go beyond this area. Because if you go beyond that area, if you go to that area and the train passes, the train is moving very fast, right? When the train passes, the air will also move very fast, right? And that fast-moving air will create low pressure area that can pull you towards the train and could hurt you. That's why we have to stay behind that line, because there's a low pressure area formed and it pulls you towards it. So with that concept in mind, we have another experiment. I need one more volunteer.
Wait.
So what you have to do, please come here. What you have to do, what's your name? What's your name? Sorry? Jello. Alright, Jello here needs to make the feather float from inside the cup, float all the way up and out here sa ibabaw, out to the top. Can you do that, Jello? You have to make the feather fly up and out here, but you cannot blow on the feather. You can only touch this cup, stack of cups or tower of cups. These are just plastic cups that we've taped together to form a tower. Do you know what you know that you can also work? Alright, one more time. Alright. Faster. Alright, thank you very much, Jello. You now go back to your seat. Okay, later, if you guys want to try this, you may. I'll let you try this, but let me explain first what's happening. So as we do this motion, as we turn the cups round and round like this, we create fast-moving air here on top, right? The air will move faster, and that creates a low-pressure area. Sabi natin, low pressure pulls things. So, the low pressure in this area will pull the feather up towards the top and that causes the feather to go out. So how does that relate to how storms or typhoons are made? So when there is a low pressure area in the atmosphere, right? All the clouds that are nearby will be pulled towards that low pressure area, and that would create the storm or the typhoon. But sabi natin kanina, every year we see much worse. Like all the storms, they get so much worse, right? Every year. Why is that? Because of climate change, because of the climate crisis. The world is getting hotter, it's heating up, and we call that, what do we call that? Global warming, very good. The earth, the globe or planet, it's getting hotter, and because it's getting hotter, a lot more water is evaporating, a lot more water is going up to the sky, a lot more clouds are formed, mas maraming clouds, and therefore, when low pressure areas form, more clouds are pulled towards that low pressure area. More clouds mean bigger storms, bigger typhoons, much more powerful storms, and much more powerful typhoons. So we need to combat global warming, we need to combat climate change. And the number one thing we can do, especially for our parents, for adults, is to vote, is to elect proper leaders who would actually fight for the planet and fight for the environment. That's the number one thing we can do. And the next thing we can do is to actually decrease carbon dioxide emissions. Carbon dioxide emissions. Carbon dioxide, you know what carbon dioxide is? It's the gas that we exhale, right? So when we inhale oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide. But the carbon dioxide that we exhale is not the harmful carbon dioxide. The harmful carbon dioxide is being produced by companies, by big corporations, big manufacturing companies, factories. So the next best thing we can do is actually cut down our consumption of pork and meat products, pork and beef products. Because studies show that pork and meat farms actually produce some of the biggest amounts of carbon dioxide in the world. So just by maybe doing 1 day a week of removing pork or beef in your diet, you can actually cut down your carbon dioxide emission to the environment. So some of the things we can do to help our environment combat climate change and global warming. So that's for our demo this afternoon. If you guys want to come over and try our experiments, you may want to try this floating feather and our cloud in a bottle. Oh, sure. Where's the pump? Ayan po. Sige po, you can try it down there.
Yes. Tignan muna natin.
Thank you so much for watching our 2 p.m. demo. And enjoy the rest of your stay at the Mine Museum. Go. You go with. You should.
Use your right hand.
Here. And then you can do it. Like that.
Use your right hand.
Yeah, you can do it side to
Faster.
side. Faster and bigger. There you go.
Yay!
Alright. Very good. Good job. Wow, very good. Very fast, right? Very fast.
It's not a look.